Good morning, explorers. Just pouring myself up some mushroom coffee. Love this stuff. Oh, we got some nettles left over from last time. Stuff's so good. This is where I stayed last night. The other side of Spences Bridge. Had it all to myself. It's an awesome campsite. The only problem is there's a train that comes along the tracks up there every half an hour or so. And on the other side, there's another train that comes by every half an hour or so. So maybe that's why this place is vacant. But it's right by the Thompson River. It's actually beautiful. It's snowing out. Weird weather we're having. Blue sky and flurries. And 30 degrees in August. Yeah, I can hear a train coming right now. You can tell how loud these things are. And then just imagine middle of the night every half an hour. So that's why it sucks. It's too bad, it's such a great little place. This is my spot by the river. Over there is Highway 1. You can see the bridge and you can see the pillars from the old bridge. It's pretty cool. And that's the town of Spences Bridge right across from me. Saw a huge salmon jump up here last night, and great blue heron came out right over there. Got to watch him. Beautiful morning. So the plan today is we're going to head up to the ghost town of Bradian. We're going to go through Lytton, Lillooett, Braylorn, and then we'll hit Bradian. What a gorgeous morning. I'm going to sit here and have my mushroom tea. All night long. All fucking night long. Beautiful spot. Too many trains. It's probably why it's empty. Woods Recreation Reserve. In memory of Calvin Vernon Woods, 1917 to 1986. Charter member, first and longtime secretary of the Steelhead Society of BC. Friend of the angler, champion of the Thompson River and its fish. Established by the Province of British Columbia, Ministry of Parks. We're coming up to the town of Lytton, which unfortunately was destroyed by fire in 2021. The Lytton fire, also known as the Lytton Creek fire, was a wildfire that burned on June 30th, 2021, just south of the village of Lytton. The fire destroyed much of Lytton and caused 2 civilian fatalities. At the time of the fire, Lytton had a population of about 250, with another 1,500 to 2,000 First Nations residents living nearby on reserves. As of October 2021, the cause of the fire was undetermined and disputed. The suspected causes were a lightning strike, train activity, or activity inside the community. Multiple residents blame CN and its main line through the community, saying that they saw sparks coming from a passing train at the same time the fire started. Down there's the Fraser River, and that's the ferry that crosses. And then over there you can see what's left of Lytton. It's all burned. And the latest fire was all across here. And then it went up that mountain up there. Love this spot. This is the Terzaghi Dam, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's the key diversion dam in BC Hydro's Bridge River Power Project. It forms the project's largest reservoir, Carpenter Lake, west of Lillooett. The dam was completed in the 1950s. It was the expansion of a concept first launched in the 1920s by the Bridge River Power Development Company, but abandoned due to rising costs and collapsed investments as a result of the Great Depression. It was later resumed by BC Electric during the post-war boom after World War II. Carpenter Lake is the largest of the three reservoirs of the Bridge River Power Project, which is located in the mountains west of Lillooett. This is Minto. The former township of Minto was established in 1934 by Warren Big Bill Davidson. Planned as a model mining community with houses for 300, a hotel, post office, and stores, its success yielded $1 million in gold. Mined out by 42, things shut down, and the town site was abandoned by the residents. Meanwhile, in December of 1941, Canada had joined the war against Japan and began enforcing a newly implemented security zone, which entailed removal of all Japanese Canadians within 100 miles of the west coast. Families with some assets negotiated to stay together by relocating to the now abandoned town of Minto. This was a drastic change for urban dwellers to live in such a remote mountain locale. Minto became one of the many self-supporting internment locations. Amid some local opposition, around 25 Japanese Canadian families moved into the empty houses while their former homes in various locations were auctioned off cheaply by the Canadian government. Families in Minto came from the Powell Street area, the largest Japanese Canadian community near the south shore of Burrard Inlet. Kitsilano, Grandview, Marpole and Vancouver, and Stevenston, Prince Rupert, Chemainus, and Cumberland. At its peak, the Japanese Canadian population in Minto reached 325. Minto's gravel flats blossomed with gardens that supplied produce to the nearby towns of Goldbridge and Braylorn. Survivor Bob Nimmey was 10 years old at the time of the expulsion and remembers swimming, skating, skiing, hiking, and enjoying his schooling. He recalls, throughout their lives here, my parents never complained or felt bitterness of what had happened. They always saw and appreciated the opportunity Canada presented. The town was mostly abandoned and derelict in the wake of a disastrous flash flood in 1949. Although the town's hotel and bar remained open until the end, the Minto Hotel was moved before the 1951 inundation by Carpenter Lake to Goldbridge, where it operated as the Goldbridge Hotel until burning down. At the site of Minto, there is a public campground and picnic site, which is on higher ground than the old town site. At low water, Minto's old street grid and some building foundations can still be seen, as well as the roadbed of the original Bridge River Road.